Welcome to the program. You must be excited about tomorrow's big opening.
Oh, we're all very excited about this. It's going to be a tremendous day. We're featuring the high school bands from Half Moon Bay and the Terra Nova High School over in Pacifica, and quite a few of the elected officials are going to be there, and some invited guests, so we're hoping it's going to be a fun day.
Now, Bob, as I understand it, these tunnels are the first of their kind to open by Caltrans here in California since what, the Caldecott?
Since the third war of the Caldecott in 1964, so it's been 49 years since we've had a brand new tunnel.
Wow.
And in that time, we've learned quite a bit about the science of tunneling and also traffic technology. So this tunnel has the latest and best in both traffic safety and traffic safety technology.
And also just the whole aesthetics of the tunnel blend in a little better to the hillside.
That's right. It used to be that, say, with the Caldecott back in 1964, and most other tunnels that were built, say, back in the 1930s, during the 1930s, they wanted to have some great facade up there announcing the tunnel.
Right.
And this one, it was decided early on, they wanted to make it look to be a natural part of the landscape. So among other things, what the designers did was that they took samples of the rock formations that were naturally occurring at both the north and the south end of the tunnel, and then they designed the portals with textured rock that looks exactly like the rock you see in the surrounding area. So it blends in perfectly.
We shouldn't expect to see any rainbows like you have over the Waldo Tunnel or anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
So what is the length of the tunnel?
They're just over 4,000 feet, both, 4,100 feet.
Where does that fall in line with, is that about the same as the Waldo?
Oh, much, much longer than the Waldo.
Oh, okay.
These are the longest tunnels in California, except for the Wawona Tunnel in Yosemite.
Oh.
It's just slightly longer. But these, of course, are brand new, and they have state-of-the-art technology in them, so we're very, very proud of this project.
Let's talk a little bit about the why these tunnels are going in.
The need for them.
The need for them. Most people are familiar with the problems around Devil's Slide, but take us through the whole process of how we get to tomorrow.
Well, the process started almost as soon as the road was built, because it's anytime you build a road near the coastline, there are going to be problems with it. And this one particular spot of the road, known as Devil's Slide, has been prone to constant mudslides and rock slides and slip-outs. And if you don't know what a slip-out is, that's when the soil underneath the roadway washes away. So I describe a slip-out as like an Oreo cookie with half the filling missing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
And then no one wants to drive on that.
Right, and so we would have to close the road often when that happened, and quite often we had long-term closures that lasted 3 or 4 months. And when we did that just had a devastating effect on the economies in the local communities.
Yeah.
So after years and years of discussion, we finally settled on the design of the tunnel, or on the option of the tunnel. And we broke ground in March of 2005. We started tunneling in September of 2007. And tomorrow we reach the end of the road.
Finally. I bet that's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Does this reduce the amount of time it'll take to get from, say, Half Moon Bay to Pacifica?
A little bit, yeah. It'll be a straighter run, but I always say this tunnel wasn't designed to save you 5 or 10 minutes. It was designed to save you 3 or 4 months.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The whole idea is to not be... We want to make sure that the local communities aren't subject to the uncertainties, the vagaries of this roadway every time you have a winter storm.
What's the longest Devil's Slide has been shut down to traffic?
Oh...
I think like 9 months or so.
I'll have to double check on that one.
Well, on the website it says it was in 1995, 158 days, and it cost $3 million to repair. I just happened to be on the Caltrans website.
Bob, that's why I have Patty as my co-host, because she's so good about all that.
Very good. And we had another one in 2006 that wasn't much, it was pretty bad also, or 2006 that was also pretty bad too. That was months at a time. And so, say if you were living in Pacifica and you needed to get to Half Moon Bay, you would have to go all the way, the long way around to get down there. And I've had people tell me that instead of having a commute of a half an hour, they had a 2 or 3 hour commute.
Ouch.
Now, Bob, I don't know if the geography lends itself to this sort of a project, but at Highway 1 in the Big Sur area, is often, in the same situation with slides and closures affecting people there who have to go all the way around, maybe inland up to like Highway 46 or something. So is there any plan to do some sort of a project like this? Yeah.
That I don't know on that one. I only handle the 9-county Bay Area.
So it's out of your area.
It's out of my area, but I asked my colleagues in District 5, that's Caltrans District 5, they are centered in San Luis Obispo. So I will definitely make a point of asking my colleagues that.
I don't think the geography would lend itself the way, because Big Sur, it's
just such clinging to the coastline there.
Right, the side of those mountains. There's no sort of inland pass that you could take. Now, the pass that you took for this bypass tunnels, it wasn't just an easy connect up to the tunnel holes. You had to build some pretty expansive bridging, right?
Oh yeah, and the bridges are really remarkable to look at. They were designed to have a very small footprint on the surrounding area, and they're these just beautiful arched bridges about 1,000 feet long that come out that connect the existing highway to the tunnels on the north side. And one other thing I was saying, speaking of the word path, once the tunnel is open, we're turning the existing highway, the highway that's no longer going to be in use, we're turning that over to the county. And they and the park system are going to turn it into a bicycle and pedestrian pathway.
I love it.
That is nice.
I love it. That's fantastic news.
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying, yes, but the roadway had such a beautiful view of the
scenic.
ocean. Yeah, so scenic. And now you'll be able to enjoy it at a more leisurely pace. And walking or biking, you won't have to just steal glances at it as you're driving.
Bob Haus, Caltrans spokesperson for District 4. Thanks for joining us, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Stick around, everyone. We're back in just